Welcome to Trinity Health Healthy Hearts and Lungs 101 program. I'm Dr. Kumari Adams, and I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon here at Trinity Health. Today, we're going to explore the functions of the heart and lungs, how they work together, how doctors can help when problems develop, and the best way to live a heart-healthy lifestyle. Have you ever wondered how your lungs and heart work? When you breathe in air, that air travels into your body through your nose and mouth to your windpipe or trachea. The trachea is like an upside-down tree trunk. As your airways extend out into your lungs, like tree branches, they get smaller and smaller. At the very end of the smallest branches of your airways are clusters of grape-like sacs called alveoli. The alveoli are where an exchange of gases occur. The oxygen you breathe or inhale gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and the carbon dioxide in the bloodstream is released into the lung airways for you to breathe out or exhale. So where does the oxygen go once it's in the bloodstream of the lungs? First, let's take a closer look at your heart. Your heart is made up of 4 chambers: the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. Each chamber has a valve or door that keeps the blood flowing in one direction. When oxygen-rich blood enters the left side of the heart, it moves in a specific coordinated fashion through the left atrium to the left ventricle, then out the heart on a one-way trip around your body through your arteries, providing your body and organs with the oxygen and other nutrients it needs. Once the oxygen is used and replaced with carbon dioxide, it then travels in the blood through veins, returning to the heart on the right side, through the right atrium, then the right ventricle, and finally to the lungs, where the exchange in the alveoli happens again. Your lungs, heart, and blood vessels in this constant cycle make up your circulatory system. Think of these components like a subway. Your nose and mouth are the entrance. Your lungs are the turnstile where passengers pay for their trip. Your heart is the Grand Central Station. Your blood is the train. Your blood vessels, the arteries and veins, are the train tracks. And your organs, limbs, and other body parts are the train stops. Your heart is vitally important to your health. It's a muscle, and like any other muscle in your body, it needs blood and oxygen to work. The 2 main arteries that supply your heart with blood are called the right coronary artery and the left coronary artery. If you don't take care of your heart, you can develop heart disease. Heart disease can come in different forms. One way people can develop heart disease is when the heart does not get enough blood flow. If there is a problem with the blood flow through the arteries that supply the heart, it can cause a blockage, which can develop into a heart attack. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. One way to prevent heart disease is medication, such as aspirin or other medication that lowers cholesterol. Another way is with procedures that can open up the blockage of a blood vessel, like a stent placement. Here's how that works. If you've ever ridden in a car and been stuck in traffic, it's not a good feeling. The heart feels that way when it can't get the blood flowing. A stent is like the police clearing the path to open up the blockage and allow the blood to flow again. Open heart surgery is another way to help with heart disease. In open heart surgery, doctors open the chest and bypass the blockage. So rather than having the ambulance and the police department clear out the accident to allow people to get through, a detour is created instead, where blood is allowed to go through a different route. This is done using arteries and veins that are sewn to the coronary arteries to allow blood to bypass or detour the blockage. Heart disease is preventable. Some of the things you can do to be heart healthy are eating a healthy diet, staying active, getting the right amount of sleep, lowering your stress level, and not smoking. Heart disease can run in families and also be linked to other hereditary diseases like high cholesterol, diabetes, and obesity. Talk to your family about your heart health. Let's break it down. Eating a healthy diet means eating the rainbow and avoiding unhealthy processed foods that are high in sodium, sugar, and preservatives. Foods that are overly processed have been known to cause high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. When you are preparing a meal, you want to try to eat a colorful variety of fresh food. That's right. That includes all the colors of the rainbow. So how do you know which foods to eat? And where can you find them? Many of the healthiest food options are usually found around the edge of the grocery store, like produce, meat, and dairy. These items require refrigeration and therefore have fewer preservatives like many of the boxed foods you'll find in the center of the store. When you go to the grocery store, think about where you can find the most colorful food. No, I'm not talking about Skittles or M&Ms. I'm talking about the naturally colorful food, like fruits and vegetables. Such foods have also been shown to supply your body with superhero vitamins and nutrients to fight infections and bad substances or toxins in the environment that can cause cancer, stroke, lung diseases, Alzheimer's, and other forms of dementia. Exercising on a daily basis will decrease your risk of heart disease. Exercise increases your heart rate and gets your blood pumping throughout your body. It will also increase your endurance, flexibility, and strength, which are all healthy for your heart. You should try to exercise every day for at least 60 minutes. Having a healthy exercise routine supports the rest of your body too. It releases chemicals that help you handle stress, sleep better, and improve your focus and memory. A healthy sleep schedule is good for your heart. Do you know how many hours you should be sleeping every night? For kids your age, the recommended amount is about 10 hours every night. Are you getting enough sleep? Sleep plays an important role in your physical health because while you're sleeping, your body has a chance to repair itself. There are other disorders that can affect sleep, like sleep apnea or snoring. These can prevent you from getting restful sleep. Like exercise, getting enough sleep helps you cope with stress and improves your focus and memory. These are a big help when doing schoolwork and taking tests. It's very important to talk to your doctor if you're having trouble sleeping because it can affect your whole body and not just your heart. Learning to relax will help you reduce your stress level, and how you cope with stress allows you to avoid the negative effects it might have on your body. Experiencing stress is a part of life, but you can control how you deal with stress when it happens. Think about what you like to do for fun. When you do things you enjoy, your stress level goes down, which allows your heart and blood vessels to relax and work better. You might enjoy going for a walk, exercising, dancing, drawing, stretching, listening to music, talking to friends or family, playing with pets, deep breathing, or even smiling. The key is practice. When you're having a stressful day, try to remember to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about what makes you happy. Your body will thank you. Finally, one of the easiest ways to prevent heart disease is to not smoke or vape. Smoking has been linked to heart disease and other diseases because it deposits lots of toxic substances in your blood when you inhale the smoke. Remember that what you inhale gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and that affects the blood vessels throughout your entire body as well as your organs. Every year, 500,000 deaths are related to smoking. That's enough people to fill the University of Michigan's football stadium 4 times. Smoking isn't limited to just cigarettes. Cigars, pipe, smokeless tobacco such as chew or snuff, e-cigarettes, hookahs, and vaping are also dangerous. These products are very addictive, which means that once you start using them, it can be very hard to stop. The best solution is to never start in the first place. Why is smoking so addictive? Tobacco and cigarettes and other products contains a very addictive substance called nicotine. With one puff of a cigarette, it only takes nicotine 10 seconds to get absorbed into the bloodstream and travel to the brain. Nicotine is especially addictive when you are young and your brain is still developing. Nicotine isn't the only harmful substance found in cigarettes. Substances like ammonia, which you find in toilet bowl cleaner, toluene, which is an industrial solvent, arsenic, which is poisonous, methane or sewer gas, acetic acid, lighter fluid, and battery fluid. Finally, cigarettes are carcinogenic, which means they can cause cancer. Is it safer to vape? Vaping is extremely dangerous. We have seen a higher number of poisonings related to vaping and e-cigarettes because of the additional toxic compounds found in these devices, such as heavy metals, nickel, lead, and benzene. If that isn't enough, there is a risk of these electronic devices exploding and causing serious burns. This is a picture of the lungs from two different individuals. The lung on the left belonged to a non-smoker. The lung on the right is a smoker's lung, and you can see the difference. It's shriveled, lumpy, black, and has balloon or cyst-like areas we call emphysema. Smoking can not only cause heart and lung disease, but it can also be related to infertility, which makes it difficult for women to have babies or have a healthy pregnancy. Smoking is linked to eye disease, gum disease, and other respiratory diseases like COPD, emphysema, and many different cancers and diabetes. This is why the best way to protect yourself and your heart is to not smoke or vape. You don't have to quit what you never start. Your body is an amazing machine, and your heart and lungs play an important role in keeping it going. Your body needs your help to function at its best. Remember, what you eat and breathe in can be absorbed into your body. Take care of your body and mind by eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, getting plenty of sleep, taking time to relax, and not smoking. Trust me, your body will thank you.